progress.
Good morning, gang. Oh, wow. Look at you all. I'm going to mute everyone because there's lots of moving furniture. You're on letting people now on. Bon. All right, good. Hello, everyone. It's nice to see you. It's not nice that we had to get together, but it's nice to see you anyway. Look at all those fantastic people. George, you were first in the queue, George. Actually, you came into the waiting room really early, like a total boss. So kudos to you. All right, so today I have the sloth outfit. There's my sloth outfit. Although my pajama bottoms are just a plain pink, but I have Peter Alexander socks on as well today. So that's my get up today. Like it or lump it. It's lovely to see you. We're usually with the Gym Jam gang, we do a bit of spelling, and spelling is awesome. We're also going to do some grammar, and that is what we're going to do this week. Now, don't run away. Come back. Come back. It's only grammar. Right, grammar is actually really good. Grammar is the way that words go together to help humans communicate, right? And it's really interesting. And actually, you've learned, right? You've learned a lot about the grammar of English just existing. You kind of learn that stuff even though you don't know you've learned it. So we're actually going to look at some of the terms, some of the things that you use, some of the words we use in grammar, because it actually helps you get to be a better writer. If you can describe the things that you're writing, if you can use the language to describe the language that you're writing with, that actually helps. It helps throughout your school career. So we're going to do a bit of that because, I don't know, I think some of that's needed, okay? Good. All right, waiting for 2 more people to come in. Are you keeping an eye on it, Bon? Okay, cool. Imogen's here as my admin today. She's keeping an eye on everyone coming in and out. If you're having trouble, then go ahead and come out and then come back in and you should be just fine. One of the things that I was going to get everybody to do was to download and print this picture. Can you see the picture? This is your dragon picture, and we're going to do something with this dragon picture, or this dragon sentence, in fact. By the time I'm finished with you, not today, but over the next few days, you will be able to tell me exactly what each one of those words is. And when I say what it is, I mean, here's the big grammatical term coming up, what part of speech every single one of those words is in this sentence. Parts of speech are just ways of talking about the jobs that words do. So we're going to learn a bit about the parts of speech because it's actually easy peasy lemon squeezy and it's really interesting. All right, and it's really useful. So here we go. Here's the first big principle. Are you ready? The first big thing that you should know. When humans communicate with one another, they talk about things, right? So here's a circle for things. I want to get that into your mind. They talk about things and they talk about what those things do or what those things are or what those things have. So we've got do, be, and have. And those are the things that that's how human beings communicate. You can't just go around, right, just saying things, just pointing out things, dog, car, milk bottle, right? That's not communication. And you can't just keep going on about do, be, have. You can't go run, walk, sleep. You have to talk about what things are doing that. And that is a complete thought, right? Did you also know that every single story that you read, including, which one's this? Oh, George's Marvelous Medicine, has a thing called the subject of the story and something that that person or thing does or is or has. What does George do? Yeah, the George that's with us today actually puts his thumbs up, but in George's Marvelous Medicine, he makes this medicine that has a very strange effect on his family, right? So George makes stuff. So George, if we were going to do a sentence, we would put the word George here because that's our subject. And then we would say, well, talk about something that he's doing. He makes medicine. We can have another bit over here, another thing over here, but George makes it's contained in every single story, and not just every story, in every sentence in every story. So that's George's Marvelous Medicine. Captain Underpants is the subject of this story. He does stuff as well. Does anyone know this story? Does anyone know Captain Underpants? Good. Tell me something that Captain Underpants is or does or has. George, you're up. Do you know how to unmute?
He dresses up as a principal, and he always wants to get 2 kids in trouble.
Oh my goodness. All right, now, so Captain Underpants, right? That's our subject. So we're going to do a sentence about that. CA for Captain Underpants, right? Because lots, right? Captain Underpants, another doing thing that he does is he dresses up. Captain Underpants dresses up. Brilliant. All right. Subject. What's the subject of this story? This says Puff the Magic Dragon. What's this story about? Is everybody writing dragon? Yeah. I like dragons. Am I still sharing? No, I'm not. I like dragons, right? As you can tell from some of my work. So the dragon is, does, or has something. Let's make a sentence with the dragon. Anyone? Imogen, are you looking at hands up? Mm-hmm. Who's got their hands up? George. All right, George. I can't see any other hands up, so I'm gonna go with George. I don't think I won't
talk to.
The dragon is, does, or has something. George, go for it.
What page do you write dragons on? Do you write it on this page?
Not writing anything.
And the one. But you said write dragons.
Yeah, we're not writing anything. I'm just going to write dragon.
I'm
just doing some theory right now, yeah? He wore underpants. I like that, Charlie.
Okay, sorry about that.
Hope you're not talking about the dragon. So the dragon is does something, is something, or has something. Someone give me the end of that sentence. Our subject is dragon. Dragon is, does, has. I'm not sure whether your hand's up, Margot, or not. Because your pencil keeps going like this, and I'm thinking, oh, is your hand up? I take it it's not, right? That's totally fine. I'm trying to give everybody a fair go. Somebody give me an idea. The dragon does something, or is something, or has something. Can be anything. Go for it. Oh, Melanie's kid. I don't know what your name is, though.
My name's Emily, and dragons have scales.
Oh, that is so good. Thank you. Did you say Emlyn?
Yes.
Excellent. That's a beautiful Welsh name, isn't it? There's a lot of dragons in Welsh mythology as well. So that's really cool. Dragons have scales. That was brilliant. Now, we could do this all day, but I think you get the idea, right? You've got things and you've got the do, be, have of the things. Be words are things like is or was or are, right? So now we have a complete thought. The thing, the do, be, have, right? The things have got a name, and that name is nouns. A word that does the job of naming your subject, is a noun. The do, be, have of what they do or are or have, do you know what the name for that is? For words that do that job, that tell us the do, be, have. Anyone? What is the word for the do, be, have? These are nouns. These are what? Go on, Margot. You're up. Nearly there. We're just waiting for that tricky unmute.
So what are those words? What are the doing ones called?
Verbs.
Really good. They are verbs. And that's it. You have to have a noun and a verb to have a complete thought, right? Complete communication, a complete story, a complete sentence, noun and verb. That's what nouns and verbs are. So here's your challenge. Have you got have you got your dragon sentence in front of you? My big green dragon slowly ate the teacher on a bridge. Have you got that? I'm going to show it to you. What I want you to do now is get your pen, and I want you to put a circle around any of the nouns in that sentence. I'm going to give you a minute to do that because there's more than one noun in that sentence. There's more than one thing, more than one, well, there's one subject, but there are other words naming things that we can see, hear, think, feel. What are the nouns? I'm going to give you a minute to put a circle around the nouns. So let me see. I'm going to annotate. Yeah, cool. So a circle around the nouns, you're going to draw a circle like this around any of the nouns that you can find in that sentence. Give you a minute. Well, I have a lovely drinky. Has everybody finished? I'm going to check the chat as well, because I think there was lots of really, really good sentences and answers in there. Charlie said, good morning. Good morning. George said, good morning. Good morning. Charlie said he wore underpants. Love that. Wore is the noun there. Really good. Charlie said the dragon is huge. I'll tell you what, Charlie, you're a bit of a sentence king, aren't you? I like that. It's really good. Oh, now who was it? Was it Archer or was it Evelyn that said the dragon is green? One of you said that, and that was very, very cool. Colette said verbs. Charlie said verbs. Wow, you guys, you're so good at grammar. See, when you've got this, you can build all of the rest of grammar on top of this. So I want to make sure you've really, really got it. Are you ready for the answer? Did you put circles around the nouns? You want to see what I got? I'll show you. Here we go. All right. Sorry, I should be amazingly fast at this, and I'm not. Very, very sadly slow. Now, the first noun in this sentence, and it is the subject of the whole sentence, that's what the whole thing is dragon. I hope you got that. There's also another thing in this sentence, as you can see in the picture, and that is teacher. There's one more noun. You can also see it in the sentence. So these are really easy nouns to spot because you can kind of see them. You can imagine them, right? This is supposed to be a circle. It's really ugly. But anyway, bridge is the third noun. There are 3 nouns in that sentence, but the subject of the sentence, right, what this is all about, and it could be the subject of the whole story, is dragon, right? Dragon, teacher, bridge. Now, if we just went around saying nouns and not saying any other words, this is how we would sound, right? You ready? Dragon, teacher, bridge, right? We sound like cavemen, okay? Because humans communicate not just with nouns, but with verbs. Now, in this sentence, the dragon did something. What I want you to do is put a line under the word that shows us what the dragon did. So put a line under the verb. Where is the verb? I'll give you some time. Practice my beautiful screenwriting. It's really bad. I'm going to see where everyone's at. Did you put a line under the verb? Did you? Ooh, Charlie, the dragon is huge. Oh no, I read that ages ago. Excellent work. Seeing lots of nodding. This is very good. Line under the verb. What could it be? Now, I work with teachers on this, right? Grown-ups who have done university type work, and sometimes they're not sure as well. So it's okay if you're not sure, because if you don't get told this when you're really young, and if you don't practice it, sometimes you're not sure. So don't worry, okay? So here we go. I'm going to underline the verb now. Dun, 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 dun. It's so exciting. So when I say now, I mean when I get my drawing tool back up. There we go. All right. Oh, look at that. All the annotation has disappeared. So dragon is the noun. Teacher is a noun. Hope you got this. Bridge is a noun. And the verb, the thing that the dragon did, so this is a doing verb, there are other verbs, okay, is that she ate. She ate something. Yeah. So the dragon, the energy from that dragon was carried through to the process of eating. And that is the relationship between nouns and verbs. Oh, that's supposed to be an arrow. It's so bad. And I'm making it worse every time I go over it. Anyway, dragon ate. And you know what? The dragon ate something. And so we can do another arrow from ate to teacher, because they are related to one another too. They you know, I could now get across most of the meaning of that sentence just by going dragon ate teacher. Dragon ate teacher. Now we have a complete thought. Yeah, that's complete. I can't just go around saying ate. I can't just go around saying dragon teacher bridge. I've got to get these subjects here and give them energy. And the energy comes from the verb. It's like they're an engine. They drive the sentence. They drive the subjects and the other nouns around. Okay, dragon ate teacher. So there you go. That is nouns and verbs. That is the definition. So a noun, I'll give you some definitions here and you can give me some examples in the chat. Get ready to chat, okay? Here we go. A noun is the name of a person, such as Lynn. Give me some other person names, quick. Type them in the chat, type them in the chat. What other person? I'm looking at all the person nouns here. Oh, there's millions, good stuff. Yes. Can you move the screen up a bit? Oh, I'm not sure, Rebecca, what you mean. Like, is it the thing I'm sharing? Or I'll try my best next time to make it easier. Josh, Patrick, Imogen. Josh, Patrick, Imogen. That's a good one. Cool. Bob, I like that. Jack, Charlie, Joe, Dr. Archer, Evelyn, beautiful. Julian. Oh, it's all good. Great. Bob. A lot of people are saying Bob. I like that. Bob, Greg, Grace, Hunter. Oh, look at all these nouns, right? These are nouns that name people. All right, here's your next challenge. Ready? A noun is a word that names places. I'm going to write one, okay? And by the way, when you're naming places and people, you've got to have a capital letter. So I live in Mornington. Yep, capital M for Mornington. That is a noun that names a place. Oh, I love that, Archer or Evelyn. You said the beach, right? That's really good. That's a place as well. And it's not the name, it's not the name of a city or a town or a country. So it doesn't need a capital letter. And you didn't put a capital letter on that. You're so clever. All right. So let me see. Fred, Spencer. I'm not sure. Mornington Beach, Wangaratta. Wow. Sea, nice one, Marga. Tokyo, ocean. Yes. Oh, we've got a real beach theme going here. I love that. Parramatta, capital P, George. Home. Yeah, that's a nice place, isn't it? Nil, Thornley, Beijing. Oh, capital P, George. So when you're naming towns, countries, special words like that, even days of the week, by the way, these are nouns as well. They deserve a capital letter. We capitalize special words. Back in the old days, they capitalized all the words. Did you know that in English, they had capital letters on all the words, and they stopped doing that. They stopped doing that. And now we only have capitals on nouns. Amazing, huh? Moon, Mars, Saturn. These are really good. Okay, that's a person, that's a place. Nouns also name things, right? But things, that's a big category, isn't it? So how about this? You know how we were talking about dragon, teacher, bridge? Those are things, right? Teachers are a person as well. Clock, kettle, toaster, perfect. Colette. I'm not sure if your name is Colette, but donuts, chocolate. Oh no, I want donuts and chocolate. That's all right. I can get some donuts and chocolate later. So no, I can't. I'm going to the dentist. All right. Anyway. Yes, I know it's terrible. But you know, it's all for the greater good. Back to this, okay? Dentist, that's a noun, right? How about this? Nouns can also name things that you think and things that you feel, not just stuff that you can point at or places where you live, but things that you think and things that you feel. For instance, when we see lockdown lifted, I'm going to feel happiness, right? I'm going to think of hope, happiness, hope. These are things that I can feel. You can't point to them though, right? So thoughts and feelings, worried, sad, tired. Now, these are all feelings, but they're actually words to describe you. You can feel worry, you can feel sadness, you can feel tiredness. Those are nouns. Does that make sense? It's a really, 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 like same with happiness. It's a really subtle difference, right? But until we do adjectives, that's not gonna, it's gonna be hard for me to explain all of that. Adjectives is tomorrow. No, Thursday, okay? Tomorrow, we're gonna need to do pronouns, but we'll come back to that. Dramana, hunger, absolutely, you feel hunger. When people mention chocolate and donuts, right? What do you feel? You feel hunger. Hunger is a feeling that you have, right? Very good. These are really good. Pajama. Who said pajamas? Of course. Absolutely. Pajamas are things. They're certainly feelings as well, right? No? Yes. All right. Sadness. Perfect. Perfect. And a lot of nouns, right, especially to do with the way that you feel, end in the suffix ness. Did you know that? Sadness, happiness, hopefulness. Is that a word? Yeah, I think so. There you go. Ness is a suffix that tells you you've got a noun there. All right, so that was really good. Now, let's get one of those nouns. Who said hangry? I like that. Sometimes I get a bit hangry. My poor family. Anyway, so let's take something like pajamas, okay? Let's take pajamas. That's going to be the subject of our sentence. Pajamas. I'm going to write this into our, and I'm spelling it the traditional way, pajamas, right? Everybody, I want you to think of a sentence where your subject is pajamas. Tell me something, do, be, have. Either pajamas are, no, sorry, pajamas do something like pajamas fit or something that they do, or pajamas are, or pajamas have. Write them in the chat. Let's see your sentences. Make sure your sentences start with a capital letter and end with a full stop, at least a full stop. What have we got? Pajamas have dots on them. I'm going to write that again. Pajamas, nice one, Charlie. Have, that's a good have verb. Have dots on them. Excellent. That's a beautiful, beautiful have verb. Give me some more pajama sentences. Pajamas, what? Pajamas are warm and cozy, beautiful. Oh, we're getting a lot of cozy. Look at this. I love that, Belinda. Pajamas can fit you. Excellent. Can fit is the verb there. I know I said Belinda, but it was probably Belinda's companion, whose name I don't know. So, and you can write that in. Pajamas are soft. Oh, I love that one. Pajamas have pictures on them. Well, all the high quality ones do. Yes, for sure. Pajamas are comfy. Julian. Oh, I love that name. Do you know what, Julian? I was going to, if my second child had been a boy, I would have called him Julian. But it turns out she was a girl. So I called her Sasha. But Julian, I love that name. Brilliant. You realize, you know, that the whole calendar is named after you, right? It's called the Julian calendar. Did you know that? It's true. It's true. Anyway, pajamas are stylish. Ooh, you're stylish, Margot. Lovely. Pajamas will fit. I love that. You put your verb in the future tense by adding will. Pajamas will fit and they will be cozy. Good heavens, you're a grammarian, Charlie. Where did you come from? Amazing. Pajamas are the best and soft. Archer. Nice one, Archer. You're the best. You're not soft, though. Pajamas are cuddly. Well, I suppose you are a bit squishy. Pajamas are cuddly. Pajamas can be any color. Well, like can be. That's a good verb as well. This is really good. You guys really, really understand your nouns and verbs. That's great. From that, we can build everything else. So, pajamas are flammable, Julian. No, wait, no, Julian didn't write that. Who wrote that? Colette. They are. Sometimes they have labels on them saying, don't go near flames. Anyway, it's worth it. All right. And tell you what, they'd be cozy and warm if they were on fire. Enough of that. Has anyone got any questions about nouns and verbs, or are you really, really happy with nouns and verbs? It is now question time. I saw George's hand shoot up, but maybe he was scratching his back. I'm not sure. If you have questions, you can unmute yourself. And in fact, everybody can unmute themselves if they want. because we will be saying goodbye pretty soon. But I just want to make sure that you all understand nouns and verbs, because tomorrow we're doing something else, but you have to get nouns and verbs to do the rest. And when I say tomorrow, I'd like to be back tomorrow. We'll see what happens at the dentist today. I might be in a very bad mood tomorrow, and you don't want to see me like that. So we'll see, but I'll try my best, okay? We'll definitely do one on Thursday. Okay, questions? Statements? Comments? It's been really, really nice seeing you. The video from the last session that we did, I still haven't put on YouTube. I'm really sorry. I got really distracted. And busy. So it's a bit of a quieter week this week. George, did you have a thing? We'll have to press a button somewhere. Oh, you're saying no? All right. Sometimes you do change your mind mid-question. I understand that completely. All right. So what we're going to do is we're going to unmute everyone. I think so. Allow participants to unmute themselves. Yeah, I've done all that. Mute, unmute. Weird. Now, oh, Colette says, good luck at the dentist. Lynn, is your appointment? Do you know, it's at 2, my appointment's not at 2:30, 2:30, get it, everyone? Right? My appointment's at 2:40, and I was actually really disappointed and thought I should ask them to make my appointment 10 minutes earlier just so I could say 2:30. But then I thought, you've probably heard that joke before, right, Mr. Dentist? So I didn't. But I love that joke. It's really good. Okay, thank you. I'm trying. I can't unmute you all for some reason. Charlie, pajamas can be cozy, warm, cuddly, comfy, and have dots and are flammable. That is quite an awesome sentence. That's called an action-packed sentence. Really good. Lots of be verbs in there. It's really good because verbs are not just doing words; they're having words and they're being words as well. Okay, so I think that's it. There may be a muting problem that I don't even know about. The only button I've got here says mute all. So I guess that's what we've done. But I'm going to say goodbye anyway. I'll send you an email tomorrow morning about our next session. It will probably be tomorrow, unless the dentist has ruined me, which happens sometimes.
Okay. You can say bye.
Talk, say bye.
Say bye.
Bye.
Collective concerns arise.
Bye.
Good luck at the dentist.
Oh, thanks.